What happens to your body when you run 30 minutes daily? If you run just 30 minutes every day, your body doesn't simply become fitter. It starts changing how your heart beats, how your lungs breathe, how your brain thinks, and even how your body decides what energy to burn. But here is what most people never realize. The biggest transformation doesn't feel like progress at first. It feels like discomfort, confusion, and unexpected internal change. And if you ignore this phase, you miss the entire benefit. The moment daily running becomes consistent, your body is forced into controlled stress adaptation. Your heart immediately begins working harder than normal, not dangerously, but efficiently under pressure. Each beat becomes stronger, pushing more blood with less effort over time. Your lungs are forced to increase oxygen intake efficiency, extracting more oxygen from every breath. At the same time, your muscles demand energy faster than your current system can comfortably supply. This creates fatigue, but inside that fatigue, something important begins. Your body stops asking, why is this happening? And starts asking, how do I adapt to this? Because your body is not built for comfort, it's built for adaptation. Then there is energy system switch, metabolic rewiring. Something deeper begins changing inside your metabolism. Your body gradually shifts from relying on kick sugar based energy to a more stable and efficient fuel source, stored fats. This is not visible at first, but it is happening at the enzymatic level. Mitochondria inside your cells begin increasing efficiency. Think of them as tiny energy factories, now upgraded to produce more energy with less waste. At the same time, insulin sensitivity improves. This means your body starts handling food energy more intelligently instead of storing excess unnecessarily. Energy stops behaving like a spike and crash system and starts becoming smooth, stable, and controlled. Then cardiovascular rebuild, heart reprogramming. Your heart begins structural adaptation. The left ventricle strengthens, allowing it to pump more blood per beat. This is why trained runners often have lower resting heart rates, not because the heart is weaker, but because it is more efficient. Blood circulation improves across the entire body. Oxygen delivery becomes faster. Waste removal becomes more efficient. Even your brain receives more stable oxygen supply, which improves clarity and focus over time. Respiratory upgrade. Breath control shift. Your breathing system is quietly transforming. The diaphragm becomes stronger and more coordinated. Lung efficiency increases, allowing more oxygen to enter the bloodstream per breath. Over time, activities that once felt exhausting become manageable. You are no longer just breathing harder during efforts, you are breathing smarter. And this is where most people misunderstand fitness completely because the real change is not in effort, it is in efficiency. Brain chemistry shift, mental rewiring. Running doesn't only affect the body, it reshapes the brain's chemical environment. Endorphins increase, reducing the perception of stress and discomfort. Dopamine regulation improves, making motivation more stable and less random. Cortisol becomes more controlled, meaning your stress response becomes less reactive. Over time, your mental baseline begins to shift. You are not just physically adapting, you are emotionally stabilizing. Fat metabolism, body recomposition phase. Your body becomes significantly more efficient at using fat as fuel. Fat oxidation increases both during activity and rest. This leads to body recomposition, not just weight loss, but structural change in how fat and muscle are balanced. Muscle tone becomes more visible over time. Energy usage becomes more optimized throughout the day. Inflammation levels may also decrease, improving overall physical recovery. But the most important transformation is not physical appearance. It is what happens when your body stops resisting the process entirely. System integration, full body adaptation. At this stage, all systems begin working together. Heart efficiency improves circulation stability. Lungs optimize oxygen intake. Muscles improve endurance efficiency. Brain stabilizes emotional response. Metabolism improves energy distribution. Hormones regulate stress and recovery more effectively. Your body is no longer reacting to exercise, it's operating as a trained system of movement. Running stops feeling like a shock to the body. It becomes a baseline condition your system is designed for. The final payoff is identity shift. The most important change is not what you see in the mirror. It's what your body becomes capable of sustaining without breakdown. Because once this adaptation stabilizes, your old version of fatigue, weakness, and low energy no longer feels normal. Your baseline changes, and what used to feel difficult becomes your new normal.